Hi guys, how are we all today? I have asked you guys to get in touch with some questions as I'm doing a Q&A today. So let's get started. Do you feel the So my first question, actually please excuse my voice because I've been ill for about 2 weeks and I feel fine, I feel great, but I can't get rid of this voice for some reason. Pretty husky, I don't know if it sounds good, don't know if you'll understand me, but hey ho. Right, so the first question I got asked was, how did I first get into fitness? So I actually started off playing football from the age of about 6, right the way up till about maybe 18, 19, when I unfortunately got a couple of bad injuries on my ankles, so I couldn't put weight on them, I couldn't run, I couldn't do much, so it involved a lot of rehabilitation on top of that. So I kind of felt like I needed to have another creative outlet. So a few of my friends at the time had started going to the gym, quite newbie, I think they were maybe about a year into weightlifting, so I ended up joining them for a couple of sessions, and at the time I was at college, so studying fitness, health and exercise, I wasn't quite into it, my headspace wasn't into it at the time, and I had a couple of sessions with these guys and thought, well, I'm not too sure about it, we'll see how it goes, it's not going to do much for me. But as soon as I started seeing results on them, I kind of thought, hey, do you know what, I want a piece of that action, so let's get a head down, let's get a program sorted, let's get a plan, and then build my way up. So that's how I first got into the lifting weights and bodybuilding and all the rest of it, so I absolutely love it now, can't complain. Right, so another question that I got through was, what can I have for pre and post workout snacks? So pre-workout, I'd probably go with something that has like natural sugar, maybe a little bit of saturated fat in it as well, if that makes sense. So I'd maybe go with some fruit, so like bananas, berries, that kind of thing. I'd maybe go with some, like a handful of nuts or something like that. I remember when I was prepping for a competition actually, and before I work out, every workout I'd have a handful of raw cashew nuts, and that would totally get me through a workout, and I felt great during it. So maybe something like that. Personally, what I have is either a protein bar, a coffee, or a banana, pretty much before I work out. So that would be good beforehand. Post workout for snacks, personally, right after I work out, I like to flood my body full of sugar, just to spike a little bit of insulin levels, to help aid in the process of protein synthesis. So after I work out, I have either a handful of Skittles or I have a small bottle of orange Lucozade, just because it's pretty much pure sugar. Again, I'm taking it to the extreme, but for Joe Blogs, again, I'd like post workout, I'd definitely try and supplement maybe a protein shake or something like that if you can. The majority of people don't eat enough protein on a day-to-day basis, so I'd definitely try and up that if you can. Again, post workout, probably either a protein bar if you're hungry. I'd actually maybe have a small meal. Sometimes after I work out I get really hungry and take a small meal with me, so that can consist of maybe like say 75 grams of rice, maybe a couple bits of chicken or salmon or something like that, and then some veg on top of that. So always get your veg and get your micronutrients in. I haven't had a lot recently, as you can tell, because I'm very ill. So, well, not very ill, but still. Please try and get that in. Okay, on to the next question. So, how did you know what exercises to choose when first starting out? Well, what I actually did was I started watching YouTube videos, which is quite a cliche, but I started watching this guy called Mike Chang, right? I've only found out that he's a bit of a joke in the fitness industry, I'm not surprised, but I actually looked at some of his videos and thought, you know what, yeah, I quite fancy doing that exercise. Let's try break it down and see how it goes. And it's the same with my friends. Like, my friends came in, and I used to always quiz them about exercises and what to do and what not to do and how your form is. So just now, being a personal trainer, I'm very form related, so I'm very on point. If your form's not good, then I try and break it down as simply as I can to make sure that you will get the exercise properly. So what I did was, I'd done a lot of research, went into bodybuilding.com and checked out a few of the plans. I actually started off with one of Jim Stepani's beginner plans, and I'd done that for about 6 weeks, and after that I kind of felt like I had enough knowledge and know-how to how to structure my own workouts. So that's pretty much where I went on from there. On to the next one. So next question was, where do you get the majority of your clothes and where do you go shopping? So if you've seen one of my videos previously, I've done a clothing haul. I got stuff from ASOS, Zara and Legend London for jeans. So that's probably the main places that I go to. A lot of online shopping. I don't really like going into shops and trying on stuff. I'd rather just get it and see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, then I'll return it. It's not a big deal. So yeah, that kind of thing. Those kind of places, really. I'm not big for big expensive lavish brands, so I kind of just like that. Right, another question. Quite a funny one. How's your beard going? I don't know. You tell me. Be the judge of that. Right, next one. Are you single? Yes, I am indeed, and I am not involved with anybody at the moment. So it's a bit of a random question, but hey ho. But yeah, I feel like I've done a lot of talking, a lot of waffling. I've had fun doing this actually, so please drop us a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. If you've got any more questions for me, please either comment or get in touch via email or DM me on Instagram. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up there, and I will catch you later on. Peace.